The iPhone 15 lineup is coming in less than 3 months, and the leaks and rumors are starting to get so good that if you're considering upgrading to the iPhone 14 right now, stop, because you are going to regret it. And I'm gonna prove it to you in this video by going through the latest iPhone 15 leaks and rumors, so let's get right into it. Here is the first one we've got to start off with, and this is for the Pro Max model, the 15 Pro Max. Now this is very interesting. The image sensor, the 48 megapixel camera, is going to be the same as on the current 14 Pro Max. However, we are getting a telephoto camera with variable zoom. That word right there, variable, is very important because a lot of people think the Periscope cameras are really good because they can go up to 5 or 6x zoom, but this is variable with a different range. Now, Unknowns21 on Twitter actually found out through some research what the design of this new Periscope camera will look like. So you have the lens on the outside, then you have a mirror that's going to reflect the light, then another mirror on the other end, and a sensor all within one package. So Willy Do on Twitter sketched it up. As you can see right here, this is what it could look like. This module right here, the lens, the prisms with all the interior lenses and the sensor, and here's an actual render. Something like this is what it could look like. Now before I move on, our sponsor Bank's MagSafe battery pack has a 10,000 milliamp hour capacity that can charge 3 phones at the same time with the additional USB-A and C ports on the sides. And it has a nice grippy matte finish, and you can get it with or without a stand for a killer price with their Father's Day discount using the links below. Now, of course, this isn't going to be the first of its kind because Sony's Xperia 1 IV was actually the world's first true optical zoom lens in a smartphone, and this right here is what it looked like. You have the lens that comes in, then multiple lenses on the inside, and a side mounted sensor. And just to give you a better idea, here's a video from Sony themselves. Here is the Periscope variable zoom, and there you go. You can see the glass on the inside moving back and forth, and that is how it does true optical zoom. And by the way, if you didn't already know, Apple uses Sony sensors and cameras in their iPhones because they are literally the best. They buy it from Sony, so why wouldn't Apple grab this variable zoom periscope and put it into the 15 Pro Max? That is what I think is going to happen, and because Apple is doing this, I think we're gonna have the best telephoto zoom camera in any smartphone with the 15 Pro Max, and that's because Apple has really good software. Now getting into the next one, we have confirmation that both the display and the main camera are gonna be the same as the 14 Pro Max, which means the M12 panel is going to be unchanged. So don't expect any display changes at all with the new one except for the larger size and the bezels, as I'll show you in just a minute, but the actual panel will be staying the same. We also have confirmation that we're going to have a 3nm A17 Bionic chip, which is going to be amazing. Huge change compared to the current A16 in the 14 Pro Max, and it's going to get an upgrade to 8 gigs of RAM. Finally, we're not only stuck with 6 gigs like we have right here, and it's gonna be LPDDR5, which is gonna be really nice and upgraded. Now, if you are wondering when we're getting an upgraded 48 megapixel camera, it is gonna be with the 16 Pro Max or Ultra, when we're gonna have a 1.14 inch sensor, which is going to be the IMX903. That's coming next time, not with the 15 Pro Max, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay because this camera's really, really good. And by the way, that has been confirmed by Shrimp Apple Pro as well, which is the leaker who leaked the dynamic island, so we could definitely trust Shrimp. And now before I get into some exciting news for the regular iPhone 15 and 15 Plus models, I've got to give a shout out to our partner Casecoup for their Magic Stand case, which is the best value case you can get since it's very rugged, high quality, and stylish, while also featuring magnets for all of your MagSafe accessories. But making it even better, the MagSafe ring is actually on a hinge that works as a finger grip, and a stand at a variety of different angles for things like watching videos or even taking photos. So go ahead and check out the discount info and link down in the description below. And now getting into the regular iPhone 15 models, sources are thinking that that model will be getting an uplift in terms of sales due to a major camera improvement, and that is actually a rumor by Jeff Boo saying that the new regular iPhone 15 models are getting the 48 megapixel camera like the current Pro models have. I honestly didn't think that was coming so soon to the regular iPhone 15 models, but it is coming, and that's gonna be a big deal because using Pro RAW with that 48 megapixel camera is amazing. The quality gets so much better. And if you think Apple's gonna do something crazy like add a third camera for telephoto, they are not. We had a confirmation from Unknowns21 that we're gonna have to wait until the iPhone 16 for a vertical camera layout like the iPhone 12, so up and down, which means still no telephoto even next year with the 16. But this year's iPhone 15 is gonna look the same as it was before for the past couple of years, diagonal camera layout, and that's exactly what Unknowns21 is saying, so it's a little bit disappointing design-wise. And yet another disappointment for the regular iPhone 15 is that only the iPhone 15 Pro models are supporting USB 3.2 with much faster transfer speeds. Because if you didn't already know, all of the iPhones for the last couple of years supported USB 2.0 with only 480 megabits per second speeds. Yes, this one on the 14 Pro Max, and the new iPhone 15s are limited to the same USB 2.0, even though they're getting a USB-C connector. That is horrible. That's embarrassing for the regular models, and only the 15 Pros are getting speeds as fast as 5 gigabits per second. And because of the switch to USB-C across the entire iPhone 15 lineup, it looks like Apple is working on some new accessories with USB-C ports instead of Lightning. So iOS 17 beta code was referencing a new MagSafe battery pack and a new charger. So it's nice to see Apple is working on those new accessories. Another really great thing is that the iPhone 15 series will be the first one to support Qi 2 wireless charging, which is gonna unlock 15 watts of wireless charging without official certified MagSafe. That means you're gonna be able to buy third-party chargers with 15 watts charging, which is the current limit, and that likely means that the actual MagSafe is gonna be even faster than 15. It's likely gonna go up to 20 watts with the actual MagSafe, but honestly, 15 has been more than good enough right now with the 14 Pro Max, so I'm very happy it's gonna support Qi 2 with those speeds. And now here's something a little bit disappointing to hear from TechReeve on Twitter. He says that apparently the new A17 and M3 chips are not completely new architectures, but rather improvements in the manufacturing process to make it support 3 nanometer. So maybe it's not gonna be as good as we thought, even technically on 3 nanometer. That's gonna be pretty disappointing, but I honestly hope he is wrong in this case. And then of course we have these leaks like the 15 Pro models getting the action button, finally replacing the mute switch that we've had literally forever on iPhones. That's going away, but only on the Pro models, not on the regular ones. So you're gonna be able to customize that action button to do different tasks. For example, taking photos or video in the camera app and a bunch of other things that are gonna be customizable. And then finally, here is the huge bezel improvement on the iPhone 15 Pro models. You see the Pro and the Pro Max, and those bezels are insanely slim. So much slimmer than the ones we have right now. I am personally very, very excited for that because it's gonna make it feel a lot more immersive and a lot more premium. So there you go. Those are the new, refreshed, updated leaks for the iPhone 15 series coming in under 3 months. If you're excited, let me know down in the comment section below and click the circle above to subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.